Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and it's the 1972 Lincoln penny from the United States. We have the Philadelphia, the Denver, and the San Francisco one here. And of course 1972 is the year one of the most famous double dies in U.S. penny history. Not the 1955, but the 1972 Philadelphia that has an auction record of $14,400, but actually at a mint state 68, PCGS says is currently worth $23,500. So let's just take a look at that one right now and see if we've got one. Well, if you get one of the double dies, it's very easy to see, and I'll show you some from the PCGS website right now, and it's clear to the naked eye if you have an expensive one. Is it easy to see the double die from 1972? You bet it is. Look at these pictures here from the PCGS website, and look at the In God over here. Look at the We. Look at the Trust. Look at the Liberty down here. That's almost like a triple, isn't it? See how that almost looks like it's triple down there? And this one has the doubling there too, the double lines there. So if you do find one of these and it's in good condition, you'll be able to identify it really, really well. And that's why they're so expensive, because if you can identify a double die with the naked eye, like you can the 1955 pennies or this penny here, it makes the values huge. And that's why we're talking about $20,000+ for some of these double dies from 1972. All right, let's get back to our coins. Okay, we're back, and we realize after looking at those that we do not have a double die or anything close, and we can really magnify these up, and you can see absolutely nothing here that's doubled. Nothing here that's doubled. There's a little mess with the E there, but that's not a double die, and nothing with the 1972. So for the Philadelphia coin, where they made $2.9 billion in 1972, there's not a whole lot of valuable ones. These are 95% copper, 5% zinc. The auction record for a regular Philly like this is $3,290. They've currently found 5 mint state 67 pluses, and those PCGS values at $3,500. All right, it says United States of America on the back, and this coin has some really nice definition, doesn't it? Up around the letters. E pluribus unum here with a dot on each side of the unum. Abe Lincoln way down there inside of the Lincoln Memorial. And then down here it says 1 cent. Over here, way over to the side, it's pretty worn out, but there's an F and a G there. You can just barely see it, for Frank Gasparo, who engraved the back of this coin. If you want to find the initials on the front of the coin, that's from a different engraver, and we can see if we can find it right down in here. And there's a V, a D, and a B, and that's for Victor David Brenner. And he engraved this coin first in 1909. So Philly, $3,500, pretty much max. But if you get one of those, double dies, you could get up to $23,500. How about Denver? Well, the Denver coins, you can tell the difference between the Philly and the Denvers, because the Denvers have a D here, the Phillies have no mint mark here. And this one's pretty worn down, not a huge value to this one, but the Denver coin does not have a double die obverse version. They made $2.6 billion at Denver. The auction record is $4,250 from 2012. Currently, they found 6 mint state 67 pluses, and those go for $2,850. And finally, we do have the S-Mint coins from Denver from 1972, and this, believe it or not, is a proof coin here. It's not a very nice looking proof coin because it came from damaged packaging, but you also want to look on the S-Mint coins, because the S-Mint coins have some double dies also. This W looks pretty fun here, but it's not quite a double die. It's just kind of a messy one. The Liberty and the 1972 don't have any doubling on them, and this is a funny S, but not a valuable S. In 1972, at the San Francisco Mint, they made 3.2 million proof coins, and the deep cameo proofs are worth about $300. But if you can get one of those double die obverse proofs, you can get up to $11,500 for a 1972 S penny. Heritage auctions in 1997 One was sold at Heritage Auctions in 1997 for that price. Now, there are some other coins on eBay, some other 1972 pennies on eBay, including one that I'm going to show you, which is missing some letters, and we'll talk about that. So this is the coin on eBay that is missing the pluribus. It's as you can see, it is ungraded and circulated, selling for $1,874. And this is not a fake coin. This is a real coin. It's just that a lot of collectors don't collect these. You can see that it's a Denver Mint coin. As we go through, you can see the "In God We Trust" in the sides. And then we get to the back and you see this right up here. And this is what gives it some value. And that is, it doesn't have the P for pluribus. So this should say E pluribus unum. What happened is some grease got in there, they believe. Most collectors believe that just grease got in there. And so when they went to stamp it, you didn't get the actual stamped letter on there for the pluribus. And as we said, many people love to collect these, but not a whole lot of collectors will spend a lot of money on them. And you can see it's incredibly messy in here too, as if maybe grease or something got here. Good down there, but this is really messy here. So this is seen more like a messy coin than it is an error coin for most collectors. But if you love these with just the differences on them, this one is there on eBay. Feel free to take a look at it. Missing letters isn't something that a lot of coin collectors are interested in, because most of the time missing letters come from a sloppy coin production, not a mint error. If the die or what they stamp it with gets grease in it, those are actually very common, and it will obscure a part of the coin's design features and you won't be able to see it all. So this could be something small like a letter, this could be something small like a number, or it could be sometimes half of a word. It turns out that they're really fun to look at, they are interesting to collect, but they don't have a whole lot of value because collectors see those as more of a sloppiness from the mint than they do as an error. All right, so we have the San Francisco, we have the Denver, and we have the 1972 Philadelphia Lincoln penny here. We'd love to have you subscribe to the Big D Coin channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.